Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessie. I'm a 27-year-old Canadian mom. I live in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I started this channel to help document my journey to living a healthier life, as well as, just hopefully help other people along their way or to motivate them to start their own journey. I also am hoping to maybe build up a support community both for myself and for others. I think it would be awesome to be able to be there to support other people and have people, kind of cheering me on in the comments or on Instagram, which I also have. So throughout my life, I've always struggled with weight. It kind of got the worst through my teen years, and it came to kind of a head once I turned 20. And at that point, I weighed about 260 pounds. And at the time I got a more physical job, I was working in a warehouse, and then I wasn't eating as much. So I obviously lost weight. And I ended up getting to, at my lowest, 190 pounds. And I stayed between 190 and about 205 pounds for the next 3 years after that. And then once I had turned 23, I met my wonderful boyfriend, and about a year later we wound up getting pregnant. So I was still living healthily, I was eating well, I wasn't gaining too much at the beginning of my pregnancy. And once I hit 20 weeks, my doctor said that he didn't want me working my job anymore because it was very physical. I was working in a freezer and there was a lot of fall hazards, and I was working up on high equipment, and I was harnessed off, but if I fell, it still could have caused an issue for the baby, so he said he didn't want me working that job anymore. So he placed me onto medical leave for the last 20 weeks of my pregnancy. And then after I gave birth to my son, I had a year of maternity leave. So over the course of my pregnancy, I gained some weight. I think I was between 250 and 260 pounds by the time I gave birth. And then over the course of the rest of my maternity leave, I gained more weight. I think I was about 280 by the time I went back to work. And when I went back to work, I started a new job. I was a receptionist and shipper and receiver. It wasn't nearly as physical, so again, I wasn't burning those extra calories. And I still wasn't exactly eating the healthiest, so I kind of stayed around the 280 pound mark, sometimes going lower and higher. I just kind of drifted around there. And then over the course of the next couple years, my son is now 3, I gained up to 300 pounds. Around 300 pounds was my weight. I'm not sure exactly what my starting weight was. It was one of those scales that just kind of like spins in a circle, and then there was like a weird gap that after 280 you couldn't really tell how much you were over that. So my best guess was I was around 300. I might have been over or under, I'm not sure, but it was around 300, so I say that was my start weight. And I started at that weight at the beginning of February, and that was the day that I decided I needed to make a change. So I came onto YouTube, I found some health, YouTuber channels and some weight loss ones, and just got a lot of motivation. I learned a lot, I did research, and I decided to go with just the calories in, calories out method. So I just try to burn more calories than I'm putting into my body, and how I figured that out was I looked up my total daily energy expenditure, and then I subtracted between 500 to 1,000 off of that. If you decide to go this route, if you eat at a 500 calorie deficit every day, you will lose 1 pound a week. If you eat 1,000 deficit, then you will lose 2 pounds a week. And that is around a healthy amount to lose per week. At the beginning, I lost a lot more than that. It's kind of slowed down a little bit now. I'm not sure if that was water weight or if it was just because I weighed so much and I had that much more to lose, or if my calories were off, but it has kind of gotten to a more healthy rate at this point. So that started at the beginning of February. I am now 276.6 pounds, so I've lost 23.4 pounds, which has been pretty good. My boyfriend is also on this journey with me. I don't want to get too much into his side of things because I'm not sure if he's comfortable with it. If he is, maybe he'll make appearances on this channel. We'll have to see. And if he does, maybe if you guys want to know anything about his journey, you know, he could answer them if you want, as long as he's comfortable with doing it, or if he wants me to do it for him, I'd be more than happy to. So that has been the way I've been doing things. Now that I'm more prepared, I know how to lose weight. I also know how to maintain that weight once I've hit my goal, which before, when I first did it, I had no idea. That's why I gained all the way back, because I knew that when you eat more calories, you gain weight, but I didn't know how to figure out how many I was supposed to have, and I didn't track them. I didn't know how to track calories, so I just ate whenever and whatever I wanted. I also have a big problem with eating when I'm bored or emotional, which I have been working on. It's been going really well so far, but I still do struggle sometimes. And I do also have cheat meals. I've had, I think, about 3 since I started. And usually the couple days after a cheat meal, I weigh, a pound or 2 more than I did before I ate it. But then it goes back to losing normal amount. So I still keep losing even with my cheat meals. I also am following a more flexible diet. I don't want to restrict myself. I'm not somebody that does the no carbs or anything like that. I want to eat all the food. I love food. I don't want to restrict myself to never eating ice cream again or chocolate or anything like that. So if I want to have those things in a day, I just make sure I plan to have those things, because I think it's important to have that balance of being able to eat healthy food, I think, the most, and then having times occasionally where you have treats. And I try to plan for that. Eating those things hasn't caused me to gain weight, because I make sure that I am counting the calories of what I'm eating and I plan for it in my day. Usually at the beginning of the day, I will wake up and I'll decide what I want to eat for the day, and I'll input it into my Samsung Health app, and then that tells me this is how many calories you're going to eat throughout the day. So if I want to have a snack, like a little treat, I will put that in and then work the rest of my day around that. So I really hope that I can help people on their journey and help start their journey or keep on it and make a support community for all of you and for myself as well. I want to try to be as transparent as I possibly can. I'm hoping to eventually get into maybe like grocery haul videos, or maybe some meal prep videos, and just like what I cook, what I eat in a day, the meal preps that I do for my boyfriend, because he is a trucker, so I have to make a week's worth of food for him at a time and send him off with that to eat. But if nobody watches this channel, I'm totally cool with that, because at least then I have this documented for myself. And I think that's really cool to have, but I'm hoping that I can at least help one person. And if you want to, you can feel free to subscribe. If you have any questions or any ideas on videos that you would like to see, then just leave a comment below. Or you can send me a message on Instagram. I will leave a link to my Instagram below. And I think that's about it. So I am going to end this video because it's getting pretty long, with just some shots of my body and what it looks like right now, so that you have an idea of where I started. And I will do these every so often just to kind of show the progress that I am making. So Yeah, here we go. So, I'll move you back a little bit. Okay, so this is my belly. This is from the side and the back. So this is kind of my starting point. Here's my arms. Oh no. There's my legs. So that is where I'm starting. So if you watched this, then thank you very much. Feel free to subscribe below if you want to. And I hope to make another video in about a week, maybe sooner, we'll see. Bye!